Back when the world was quieter, the Moncton merman would spend hours under the sea meditating. His best mates on land were the rope makers. The rope field stretched from the seashore into the land, a long straight passage to do the hard work of twisting and stretching to form the strong long ropes which were used for so many jobs on the sea.
I mean, we never tell the truth for 5 minutes in this house. Okay, Big Blue, are you the assistant buyer? No, you're one of the 2 assistants of the assistant. You're practically full of it. We all are, and I'm through with it. Okay, Willie, this is me. You want to know why I had no address for 3 months? I stole a suit in Kansas City and I was jailed. So one day, I get up before my wife and children, health and joy to them wherever they are now. And I set out for Warsaw to see the big city. In the middle of the afternoon, I get sleepy. So I decide to take a nap. But in case I forget which way I'm going, I take my boots off, place them on the side of the road, one facing the way I'm going, and the other facing the way I came. Last of all, James gave the snowman a great big smile. Now he was perfect. All evening, James gazed at the wonderful snowman glowing in the moonlight, but soon it was time for bed. As he brushed his teeth, James took one last look at the snowman. He drifted off to sleep, imagining what snowy fun tomorrow would bring. In the middle of the night, James awoke suddenly. He'd been dreaming of his snowman. You could say that inspiring persistence is like modern tradition. Something you can imagine your pappies telling your kids, like, young man, you gotta get yourself a good education. That education's gonna get you a good job. Oh, that job's gonna afford you a good house. And oh, that house is gonna be filled with a good wife. And that wife will bring you a sweet child. Then, you gotta tell that child everything I'm telling you now. As my pappy did to me, and his pappy did to him. It's not the most elaborate instructions for life, but you think it sorts itself out. Here we are at Brighton Forest as opposed to Parkhurst Forest, which I'd say this is the superior forest, given it's a lot more varied in the scenic variety of sights as opposed to Parkhurst with its much more flat grid of cycle tracks. So there's many animals to talk about. There's badgers, weasels, hedgehogs, mice, bats. A lot of them are nocturnal though, so you're not going to really normally find them unless you're going out of your way to find them. And if you're going out of your way to find things, there's also deer, which aren't as much native to the island, but they are ones to actually swim across to it occasionally. And here's the den. Altogether, from the den you can see there's different bits you can determine from it. By the amount of leaves and the degree they've decayed in comparison to the ones around it, it seems a lot more like a bunch of them were shoved onto the top. But despite that, on the inside it seems to be as moist as the outside, if not more moist. Given how the roof's been constructed, it's almost sort of concentrated the flow of moisture into little shower drizzles. Join us as we tell the tales of old, but be on your guard, for there are things that lurk in the shadows. And although some will wish to tell their tales, others will be taken aback by shock and fear as they wish for the safety of their cars.